Oyagala okumanya ebiriwo, ebyaliwo, oba ebigenda okubaawo. Program Tambula n'okumanya eggose. Tambula n'okumanya ku MRU TV.
The top 10 most protected presidents in Africa. In position 10, Alassane Ouattara, president of Ivory Coast, was born on 1st January 1942. He is 80 years old. He has been a president after taking off Laurent Gbagbo in December 2010. Alassane always leaves his palace with heavily armed security guards whether he is out or in his country to conduct official businesses. His presidential car is also accompanied by heavily armed presidential guards who follow his vehicle out on foot until it gets out of the reach of the public. His convoy of high-speed motorbikes and armed land cruisers that follow him whenever he travels. In the 9th position, we have King Mohammed VI, head of state of Morocco. Mohammed VI, the king or head of state of Morocco, took over as the ruler of the North African country on 23rd July 1999 upon the death of his father, King Hassan II. He is the richest head of state on the continent. He has a presidential armed Mercedes 600 Pullman worth US $1.57 million. His motor card comprises several Mercedes-Benz 500 and Range Rover models when he goes to the mountainous places, a BMW series with a communication hammer, an ambulance and several high-speed motorcycles. He also has bodyguards of more than 10 people who surround him constantly when he is in the public domain. In the 8th position, we have Emmerson Mnangagwa, president of Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe has suffered political instabilities in the last couple of years, making Emmerson giving himself the topmost security to ensure a peaceful reign as the third president of that country to gain independence on 18th April 1980. He was born on 5th September 1942. He became the president of Zimbabwe on November 24, 2017, replacing Robert Mugabe. People normally mistake him to be a military leader because of the number of soldiers who surround his convoy when he steps out. His presidential motor card also comprises his speed motorcycle, and he rides in an armored limousine followed by a dozen presidential guards. In the 7th position, we have Buhari Muhammad, president of Nigeria. He is the leader of over 200 million people, and the country has been battling Boko Haram, which ranked as the 7th most protected president in Africa. Muhammad's protection and safety is of importance to Nigerians, and they spend millions of dollars to ensure that his reign ends successful as they battle Boko Haram on the other side. His security is very tight. His motor card also comprises a high-speed police motorcycle and several presidential guards. Most of the cars in his convoy are identical, making it impossible for people to pick the one he rides in. He was born on 17th December 1942 and became a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 2015. 6th position, we have Cyril Ramaphosa, president of South Africa. He's 70 years old and he's the 5th president of South Africa. He was elected a president of South Africa in 2019 and is one of the Africa's most well-protected leaders. Not much was written about his security details, but he was put the 6th according to the reports. He also spends millions of dollars on his security, and he was born on 17th November 1952. In the 5th position, we have Paul Kagame, president of Rwanda. Kagame is said to be the favorite president of most youth in Africa, especially those in the West, and it's all because of how he has turned his country around after the genocide in 1994. Paul Kagame was born on 23rd October 1957, the same year that Ghana gained independence from the British colonial rule. His presidential car is an armored Range Rover Sentinel, which costs $550, and the Randin presidential motor card is made up of several security motors, high-speed Mercedes-Benz, Land Cruiser, and security guards on both sides of his car and his side whenever he makes public appearance. In the fourth position, we have Abdel Fattah, President of Egypt. He became the President of Egypt, a country with centuries of rich history, in 2014, and he was born on 19th November 1954. He has been a leader of Egypt for the past 8 years. His presidential car is a 2013 Mercedes S-Class with a special black number plate. Egypt is said to have one of the best military force in Africa, making it impossible to touch the president. He is accompanied by more than 10 bodyguards. His presidential motor card always comprises of high-speed motorbikes, Land Cruisers, and a couple of armored Mercedes-Benz. In the third position, Paul Biya, President of Cameroon. He is the longest-serving president in Africa. He is 89 years old. Biya, who has been the leader of Cameroon since 6th November 1982. He has been the president of Cameroon for the past 37 years and moves with a heavy armored personnel even in his own country. During the 2021 AFCON, Paul Biya's security details always shut down the stadium when watching the game, meaning that no one goes in or out of the facility while he is there, according to the reports. He rides in an armored Range Rover Sentinel, which costs $500. On special occasions, he rides in his armored limousine and is one of the best on the continent. When in public, Biya's car is heavily guided by a group of special selected bodyguards who run on foot at both sides of his car and a fleet of horses who lead his convoy. In the second position, Uhuru Kenyatta, President of Kenya. He is the second on the list due to the circumstances in Guinea. He can be considered the most protected president on the African continent. He has been the president of Kenya for the past 9 years, and he was born on 26 October 1961. He is the fourth president of Kenya, and he has a convoy made up of more than 10 high-speed motorcycles, several high-speed expensive cars, a Mercedes-Benz X-Class and Range Rover whenever he steps out in public. In the first position, Alpha Conde was the Guinea president. He had 20 personal bodyguards aside from the presidential guards, but his security was breached and was overthrown by Colonel Doumbouya, who was sworn in as the Guinea's interim president on 1st October 2000.